Hey there! Welcome to How to Use Brave Buttons, a teeny tiny guide. This guide is used to help people understand how buttons work. First, we would like to welcome you to the Brave Buttons system. Using buttons is quite simple, and there is no previous knowledge or experience required. In this video, we're going to give a quick overview of buttons, talk about why you might push a button, check out what is inside the Brave Buttons system, and learn the 2-button functions. In this quick overview of Brave Buttons, we are going to take a look at the 4 steps of a response and identify the different parts of the button system. All of the button system parts work together to get an alert from the button all the way to the designated responder. And everything starts when someone pushes a button. Your button might look a little different than this one depending on what version of buttons you have installed. After the button is pressed, the hub sends an alert to the responder phone. The location where the button was pressed is included in the alert. The responder phone gets a notification letting the designated responder know where they need to check and if the alert is regular or emergency. The designated responder checks the location, usually by knocking on the door. If this is an emergency, the responder might simply open the door instead of knocking. So, you might be wondering to yourself, why would I ever push a button? Well, there are actually many more reasons than you might realize. For instance, if you are in a building that wants residents to use drugs safely, you might use buttons as part of your overdose preparedness system and push a button once before using alone. You might not feel well, you might need someone to come and check in on you, or there might be an emergency happening. Now let's take a look at what is inside the Brave Buttons system. So there are 3 parts in the Brave Buttons system: the button, the hub, and the responder phone. These all work together to get those alerts out to designated responders. You will mostly interact with the button, which might look like the one you see on the screen, or it might be a lighter blue and white version that looks a little bit different. There are 2 button functions that happen depending on how many times you press the button. These functions are regular and emergency. Sorry to disappoint, but buttons do not call for food delivery or work like 2-way intercoms. A regular button press is when you push a button once to indicate that you need someone to check in on you sometime in the next 5 minutes. An emergency button press is when you push a button twice or more to indicate you need help right now, immediately. After you press the button, you will see the light glow blue when the button press has been received by the hub. You should expect a designated responder soon. However, if the light glows red, that button press was not received. You should not rely on a designated responder coming to help. If your button press was successful and the alert was received by the hub, then the hub is going to send an alert out to the responder phone. The hub might not look very exciting, but it has a very important job. It is actually the brain of everything that's going on. Once that designated responder gets the alert on their responder phone, they will come and check in or provide immediate assistance. The designated responder will make sure that you are connected to the resources and support that you need. Please, please, please remember that buttons are only one tool in your safety toolkit. They should never be the only thing that you rely on to stay safe. If you have any questions or need other help, reach out to staff and peer support. And please remember, you are loved, you are supported, and your life is important. Thanks for learning more about the Brave Button system in our teeny tiny guide. And if you'd like to learn more about Brave's overdose detection technologies, please visit us on the web at brave.coop.